Josh just went to go pick the vehicle up and break down to us, Josh, what happened, man.
And all of a sudden, a lot of smoke came out and the boost started cutting down. You know, I was real worried. Came back to the shop.
Welcome back for another one. It's a new day today. Before I get started with all the fun stuff, I really have to do a tire rotation on the truck. So I'm just gonna rotate the front tires real quick, back this back out. I've got the girls in there all comfortable. And I've got a little bit of snow out here. I've got a shovel. So I'm gonna take care of this real quick. It's not too bad. All right. Finished shoveling outside, that is no joke. Let's get this tire rotation out the way and get started. Got a crazy glare coming in from the window, but I'm gonna try to catch this here. This is just some precaution stuff. What I wanna show you guys is this intercooler piping right there next to the chassis. See that movement? Yeah. So that is gonna have a boost leak within a couple miles, maybe a couple 100 miles. Same with this side here. This one's even worse up there. Also with the whole intercooler, this whole thing just rocking constantly. The fins up in here is already starting to get damaged, and this intercooler looks fairly new. So I'm not trying to nitpick on these vehicles and, you know, try to make a little bit of money here and there. What I do in this shop is I literally look out for the customers as if it's my own vehicle, because I run this shop with pride and joy all the time. It doesn't matter what vehicle it is. The vehicle can look like this, an unfinished project, or the vehicle can look like this, a finished project. Every vehicle gets shown the same love. I mean, he didn't get any saran wrap on it, but I'm not gonna scratch the fiberglass, you know? Let me update you guys on where we're at on the S14 as of now. I've got the cold pipe out, and I'm just gonna go ahead and weld the bong for the IAT sensor. Customer came through and dropped off these DW740s. I've got the new rad back in there, as you saw. The fan's all mounted up, and I started on the harness to start running the fan to the Mega Squirt. With that being said, let's weld this up, get it back installed, and get this harness done. It's been like 3 months since I hopped on the welder. I never said I was a professional welder, but got her done pretty good. I'm happy with it. 0 leaks, we can assure of that. Not too far off from what the intercooler pipe came with versus what I got. What I did, what it came with. What I did, what it came with. Not bad. I just cut out in here to make a little bit more clearance for the intercooler piping and put some stripping around it so we can stop that metal on metal action that was going on there. Friday I was gonna end the video with a startup on this S14, but as I went to plug up the Apexi, I noticed that there was a nest in here, a mouse nest. After I noticed there was a mouse nest, I aborted the mission completely, 100%. So what I did was I sprayed some peppermint oil in there, left it over the weekend, put on an ultrasonic sound repellent kind of thing. And hopefully that mouse is out of there. I can comfortably finish up the wiring and get everything done. Okay, so it makes sense why a mouse went in there. and absolutely destroyed that popcorn. It became mouse food. There's droppings all under there. So got the Apexi out. Forgot my shop vac at home, so I can't vacuum all that shit out. So I'm just gonna put the Mega Squirt up in there, make sure it starts, come back tomorrow with the shop vac, finish clean everything out, because I don't fuck with that feces shit, man. I really don't fuck with that. I usually charge more when I gotta clean these cars out. And believe it or not, it is a common thing with these cars, you know. We don't drive these cars every day, and over here in PA, when the weather gets cold, everything outside wants to go in. Let's get this Mega Squirt plugged up, load up the base map, see if it fires up. I'm gonna hand the camera off to Callie here. What could it be? You laughing at me?
What was that?
The hell was that? I just vacuumed out all the rat shit, well, mouse poop that was in here, and it was actually all over the vehicle, man. It was in the front, in the rear, driver and passenger. You know, you guys saw the glove box, so I vacuumed all that out, and then I went ahead and applied some disinfectant into the glove box. Usually I charge an hour for this because I can't stand mice. I can't stand those little creatures. You know, it's a hazard. It's a health hazard. Granted, over here, it's really just field mice. It's not like a city rat or something like that, but still, I'm just gonna charge this dude like some shop fee for the materials that I use, which is my disinfectant, because that shit ain't cheap. But anyways, forgot the base map on here, guys. Everything is complete. For now, I guess, you know, I don't want to keep going any further until I start things up. Make sure all the wiring is correct. I don't have to repin anything. You know what? Let's start up right now. Let's see what we got going on here. The hell was that? Sound like I had a ratchet still on the crank pulley there, but we don't. It's just the starter's probably a little bit wonky on it. I always double check and triple check everything, but sometimes you never know. That's awesome. I love hearing that. So with that kickback that we're getting right there, that is a classic indication of the timing, the initial crank setting being a little too advanced. These Mega Squirts, when you put the cast disc in, that disc they supply you with in the distributor, you have to make sure you set the timing correctly. So let me go ahead here. I'm gonna retard the timing about 50 or so in their settings on the Mega Squirt, and we're gonna try again. It should fire up and stay running. All right, it runs. It's running a little choppy. Got to dial in the timing. Once the timing's dialed in, dial in the fuel. Right now we're rich. You can smell it. You can kind of see it in the shop. But that is absolutely great. Got the S14 dialed in on the idle, you know, the quick blips in the throttle, the rev up. Honestly, guys, it took me like 2 hours to get this done. Probably even 2.5 hours because my timing light was messing up. The pulley was really hard to read. I was actually reading the wrong TDC mark. I was guessing. It was a lot of guesswork. The car didn't want to stay idle at first. So it was a lot of back and forth, you know, from the driver's seat over to the in front of the bay. But as soon as I got the car to idle decently, we were cooking. So the timing light is still wonky. I'm gonna have to get a new one, and that's already a new one. I'm gonna go ahead, shut the hood, back it out. What's up, girls? You gotta use the bathroom?
Yeah.
All right, let's go use the bathroom. So what I'm gonna do is back it out, probably just put it down, make sure all the gears is good and all that, swing it around and pull it right up to the dyno, get it loaded, maybe make a couple pulls later on today. That's the goal, so let's stick with it. S14's on the hubs, everything's wired up, as in the dyno. All the dyno cables are ran, everything's plugged up, we're good to go. Timing set, dialed. First thing I'm gonna do on the hubs is what I call a ramp test. So I'm gonna go in about 500 to 1,000 RPMs. And what I'm gonna do, I'm gonna step it, 500, 500, and then I'm gonna go through till about 4,500 or 5 grand. What that'll do is that'll give me a good idea of where the map needs to be. Once I get that dialed in, then I can go up to the higher RPM range, the boost settings and whatnot. That's how we're gonna do it. So stay tuned for the ramp test. During the pulls yesterday, around 5K RPM, I had a slight miss the whole time. That is something that the customer also complained about when he dropped the vehicle off. That can be a lot of things, but my main suspect was the spark plugs. And after I started making full power pulls and I started to get that blowout, I was like, you know what, something's up, let me pull the spark plugs. The main thing that I saw was the porcelain on the spark plug was cracked. It is cracked. That actually cracked all the way through. I just called it right there for the night. That was my last set of spares that I had in the shop. So I had to go get some this morning, and go figure, everyone is sold out. I got some, probably the last 8 that's in the town. And I'm gonna go ahead, throw those fresh plugs in there and let this thing jam. It's gonna take me a couple minutes just to finish up this map. Then we're gonna take it on the strip, do a little drivability. And I think I'm gonna head out of here early. I was in here last night, I had all the windows open and everything, but I think just having the main bay door closed really affected my sinuses, so my head feels like it's gonna explode. But let me finish this up, go home, finish edit the video. You guys enjoy this video, man.
Yeah,
you want sugar and stuff? I got sugar, I got some half and half.
Oh yeah, I'll throw some sugar in this bitch, man.
Oh yeah. Some pure cane sugar, you heard? We got the oven, you know what I mean? We gotta keep these babies heated up. It's cold in the shop. Not too bad today, but we gotta keep this on the heater.
Oh, yeah.
This thing only needed
He's a tire guy.
I'm everything guy, baby. Yeah. Everything guy. One-stop shop, you heard me?
Everything's dialed.
Okay.
That's how you know it.
That's how you know you're at the right spot.
Right to it.
Welcome back, y'all. Okay, today we got Josh here. He's the owner of the S14.
Mm-hmm.
And
How's it going, guys?
what a perfect time for him to be off of work today, because we're fresh off the hubs. We're gonna have him rip it on the strip. Are you comfortable in doing donuts?
I mean, I can, bro. I never did donuts in the car yet.
Perfect
but
area.
yeah,
Perfect area
absolutely.
to bless the car.
Bless the car,
do some
right?
donuts. We'll move these vehicles, probably do some Bernies or something around here, if you're okay with it.
Yeah, absolutely, bro.
Bet. And then we'll probably start my car up and take it down the strip. Without further ado. Broke up a little bit, you heard it?
Yeah?
It broke up a little bit.
Wow, I thought it sounded out there good though. Not gonna lie. It looked good.
I gotta bring the laptop out. It's got a little dead spot, like
Okay.
right below, like at 2K. So let me tune that out real quick, do a quick data
Do it again.
log, and then in a couple minutes, we'll be doing a full,
All right, got you.
yeah.
Sheesh.
How's it sounding out there?
Great.
Good, great.
Serious.
So, you hear the drop, Aaron? So, I didn't even tell him this yet. I've noticed that the car has been wanting more fuel, even as I'm on the dyno. I just added more fuel in this. Two things. The fuel pump could be on its way out gradually, or these injectors are acting a little wonky, or it can just be something different. I don't fucking know. This is the third time that I had to add fuel after the map was already dialed. It's
Okay.
not much, but it's enough that I was able to see it in the tune. We're gonna do one more rip, full throttle, and we'll be back. We'll take it to the shop and then probably bring my car out. I'm guaranteed that this pump is not on a relay. Yeah, I bet you it's on stock harness.
Fucking ridiculous, bro.
Yo, that shit is crazy, bro.
Yo.
Got a lot of oil everywhere, guys.
Exactly. Yeah.
I need an oil catch can. I need a catch can mounted on this motor. It spit a lot of oil out from this breather here and from this hose that's supposed to be to a catch can. We just lowered the gap on Josh's plugs. He's gonna take it out one more time. Hopefully everything goes nice and smooth. Josh just went to go pick the vehicle up. Him and his homie, they went for a cruise. He came back and break down to us, Josh, what happened, man.
Oh man, I was doing a great pull, you know, it was feeling awesome. And all of a sudden, a lot of smoke came out and the boost started cutting down. You know, I was real worried, came back to the shop, saw oil everywhere. We ended up doing compression tests and it was like 80 pounds in cylinder 1 and 30 pounds in cylinder 2.
That's low. That's 2 dead cylinders. Literally, I saw him come back around. You know, my heart dropped, like my stomach dropped. I was like, what the f? So, one thing that both Josh and I knew before this was that the motor had lower than usual compression. When you previously tested it, the compression was...
It was 106 in cylinder 2 and 110 in 1, 3, and 4.
So 110 in cylinders 1, 3, and 4, and 106 in cylinder 2. Right now, we're not even there. The car made good power even though the cylinder was that low. I didn't know 2 was that low. I thought they were all around 120-ish. I remember asking if it was all even. You know, my thought on that, if it was all even, was maybe we could have a super thick head gasket in there, cold motor, you know, a bunch of different things that could be happening. But it seems as if it was time for that good old SR to go, unfortunately. We looked over the log, you know, as soon as he pulled back, because I sent him out with the laptop, he was data logging. The turbo made 16.4 PSI. How much degrees of timing were we at? Super low. Super low. Like, guys, when I tell you I tune these cars, this is a weekend. This is not a daily. It's not a race car. It's a good weekend car. I don't tune them on the ragged edge, ever. I like my customers to enjoy their investment. So we're going to look over the log right now because, you know, let's be honest. Everyone thinks I blew the car up. You know, not Josh, thankfully. The main person, not Josh, not myself, but I'm talking about the viewers, you know. You guys might think I blew the car up because, you know, I tuned it. But let me show you guys this right here. I don't ever lock any of my maps either. All my maps are fully unlocked. So this is the last time that the motor made boost. And you can see right here at the very tip, 16.4 pounds. The AFR was at 11.3 and the timing was at 11 degrees. You literally can't get much safer than that. You know, you get safer than that, the motor is a turd. How was the car riding? Was it strong? Was it pulling
Oh,
good?
very strong, very strong.
Nice.
Yeah, it felt good. Felt good.
When you went down the strip, it sounded golden, bro.
Sound good,
like
yeah.
Shaggy and I was like, damn, like it sounded really good. The car sat for a long time.
Yeah, it did. Yeah.
We don't really know the history of the SR in it. It's a used motor. It's an old motor, over 20 something years.
Yeah.
And that's just how it goes sometimes. Right now, Josh is taking it like a champ, honestly. I think I'm more concerned
I
than you
feel
are.
it, bro. I feel it. Don't worry,
Right,
bro.
yeah,
I'm just trying to be cool. You know?
Facts, appreciate that.
Yeah,
But, you know, as usual, when shit like that happens, I like to, you know, be there for the clients. And, you know, I made Josh a little deal. It's nothing crazy, but it's a appreciation type thing. You know, I told him I can handle the SR work for him if he doesn't want to do it himself, and I'll do a courtesy retune for him. Break the motor in on the hubs, do everything, you know, super right, and then go right into the tune. So, guys, this is how we're gonna end the video on the S14. Stay tuned for what's coming up next, and really bummed that this is how it ended. But until next time, y'all.